Test 1, 2, 3. Hi guys, welcome to another Blender tutorial. If you are a new subscriber, I upload every day video, 1000 subscribers. Today I'm gonna show you how we can create very cool text animation in Blender and very easy stuff, very cool shit. And you can use this tool basically to create other stuff. So, let's start. I'm in Blender, I'm gonna select this cube by the left click, X and delete. Shift A, I'm gonna on the force field choose curve guide. And I'm gonna travel. If you don't know how to navigate in Blender, just go right here on the view, navigation, walk navigation, right click, assign shortcut. I have Shift F, VSAD, and you can travel. Now I have this stupid curve guide. Now curve guide. I'm gonna select my curve guide and click tab to go to the edit mode, and A to select all the points, X and delete vertices. I'm gonna just choose the Draw tool, and basically I can draw whatever I want, yes, wherever curve I want, or whatever text I want. Maybe I'm gonna draw some stupid word like fuck. And always remember the letters must be connected to each other, okay? So fuck, right here. And I'm gonna click tab to go to the object mode. Now the idea is like the particle is gonna follow those curve, okay? So Shift A, I'm gonna just go on the mesh and choose plane and move this plane right here. So GX and move this right here closer to this fucking letter, and GZ maybe up a little bit. Now I'm gonna select my stupid plane, go right here on this icon to add particle system. So click this plus, and if I'm gonna just click spacebar, the particles just follow my stupid text, but it doesn't look too great, okay? So we must adjust a couple of settings. Basically, you have on this particle system, yes, on your plane, the lifetime and how fast the particle is gonna basically end of your text, yes, right here. So if I'm gonna just adjust this, maybe something like 200, 300, you can play around on the stuff, okay? I'm gonna adjust the on the timeline too, the frames. The particle is gonna move slower, as you can see, yes. So that's pretty cool. You can of course adjust how close the particles are, okay? So I'm gonna select my text, yes, there I drew, and I'm gonna just go right here on this icon, and I have this option. If I'm gonna just drag this to the one right here, the particles basically gonna be closer to each other for amount of time. But if I'm gonna just drag the second value down, okay, something like minus almost 1 or whatever, it's late, okay, I can see shit. Just drag this down, okay, to minus points. As you can see, my particles just follow this text, this stupid curve, and you can see what is basically drew, yes, on this text. It's not mess around. If I'm gonna just drag this, as you can see, this is a little bit mess, but maybe you wanna this kind of mess. But if you wanna some kind of clean text animation, yes, or whatever, you can just drag the second value down, yes, to the minus value, and the first value up. If I'm gonna just drag this, as you can see, this is a little bit mess, but like I said, depends what you want. I'm gonna just drag this to 1 now. So this is cool. You can, you know, create whatever text you want, but the idea is like Shift A, I'm gonna add some sphere maybe, and you can add whatever object you want to this fucking text. I can add maybe some kind of sphere and add water material, or maybe volume, principal volume, and it's gonna be smoky kind of text. You get the idea? And you can use this kind of force field. One more time, Shift A, on the force field you have this curve guide, and you can delay those vertices and use the Draw tool to draw some kind of path to your particles. Simple shit, yes. So I'm just add the sphere. I'm gonna select my stupid plane, go right here on this icon, and of course on the rendering right here, open the option, change this to the object, select your object. I'm gonna select the sphere. You can select whatever you want. You can select, I don't know, monkey's head or whatever. I'm gonna select the sphere, and this basically add the sphere. I can add of course a rotation if I want to the spheres. I don't care too much. So there, this is sphere, and I can add some material to this. I can add some water material right here on this Blender kit. If you don't have Blender Kit, just go on the edit, preferences, add-ons, and tap Blender Kit. Now I'm gonna add maybe, you can of course adjust the scale, yes, of this stupid sphere. So I can select this plane. On the render I have the scale. I can add more. As you can see, it's bigger. Let's go. And it's smaller. Bigger, smaller, bigger, smaller. Yes. So you can select your sphere. You can of course tab right here on the Blender Kit, water, material, and you have water kind of text. You can select, go on the shader editor, choose new to the sphere, and always remember to bake this. I'm gonna show you at the end. So I have my principal BSDF, yes, material. I'm gonna select this and X, and I can add shift a principal volume. So I'm gonna add maybe volume, and just connect volume to the volume right here, and you're gonna have this kind of smoky text, yes, or whatever. And you can play around on this principal volume to create some cool material to this stupid shit. And always remember, okay, to basically just go on the timeline to select your plane, yes, your source that particles just created. In my case is fucking plane. And you want to go right here on the cache, and you want to just bake this. And remember, the lifetime is how long the animation gonna takes place basically, and it's gonna be on this last liter, as you can see. Fuck. And it's right here. I have almost 300, and it's right here almost 300, and it's end. Yes, simple stuff. So if you are good, yeah, this is start frame, end frame, lifetime, good, whatever. And right here you can play around on the stuff. Just click bake, and if I'm gonna just click bake, I can render this stuff, and I have my stupid text animation, yes, smoky kind of animation, or maybe water animation, whatever objects you want. You can add, I don't know, cubes and cool material to this, whatever you fucking want, okay? So it's easy. Just once again shift A, and of course you can add some HDRs right here on this Blender Kit. You can of course change the engine to the cycles. I'm gonna show you how it looks, this photo, and I'm gonna just render this stupid stuff, and I'm gonna go on this right here, film and transparent, and it's supposed to render this stuff. Always remember to, like I said, bake this, because if you're not gonna bake this, the rendering not always working, if that makes sense, yes? So always remember on this particle system to bake this stuff. Okay, I have the camera wrong settings. This is not my camera. Right here is my camera. Oh no! Always remember to add your camera right here to the scene. Now it's good. Now I'm gonna render this. Yes, so always adjust the fucking camera. Not like me, because I am fucking idiot. So please render this stupid shit. Come on. And like I said, you can use this, you know, curve to draw some path to your particles and create some cool particle animation, yes? As you can see, this is my fuck text, smoky kind of stuff, and I can add some HDR to have better lighting, yes? If give this kind of fuck, almost fuck, and I can render this animation, of course, but I'm not gonna render this because this is just fucking tutorial. So remember, Shift A, force field, curve, guide, select, go to the edit mode by clicking tab, X, delete vertices, and draw the text. Always remember those letters must be connected, because it's not gonna work. And if you wanna draw some text, you can draw whatever path you want, and the particle is gonna follow this curve, okay? If you're gonna adjust the settings, of course, how I show you, to have this kind of effect. Maybe you wanna have different kind of effect, yes? So play around on this stuff, and you can just draw, yes, whatever. Let's go. You can draw some face. I don't know, some stupid fucking face, or maybe some fucking head, and the particle is gonna follow, okay? And on the edit mode, just click right here, draw, and draw some stuff. And of course, place the plane closer to the fucking, to your text, yes? And adjust the settings. And always remember to bake this. So select the plane 1,000 times, I repeat myself. And on the cache, if you're gonna adjust the lifetime, this stuff, yeah, it's good. The objects, if you wanna render this as object, yeah, okay, bake, and you have created this text. So thank you for watching, guys. It's very simple, it's cool. You can add, like I said, water material, whatever material you want. See you on the next video, guys.